All right, everybody, welcome back. Team Verum up against Russian Street Party, a 3-4 team, I believe, is their record at the moment. Verum on 5-3, game number 9. I hope everything looks in order and sounds in order because we are soon to get things underway here on Overpass. All 10 have connected, and it shouldn't be all too long before the knife round is underway. Overpass, a map we're seeing more and more at the upper level in these league matches, as there is so many things you can do in terms of gimmick plays for both sides, the calls, the possibilities are near endless. Just a quick check here. And right back in. The knife round is underway. Both teams would very much like to be starting on the CT side, I can only assume. And we'll see who will get a hold of that first. First blood drawn by Verum as they swarm yet another player down and trade right clicks. It's a 2v3, a missed knife, and that's going to be kicking Lilo as MDN is no more. Verum. It will switch. As the screen says, match is live. And there will be utility bought up for Graha as he has a P250 as well. The firepower behind the brain. We'll see where they decide to deploy them. As we've got a majority of them heading towards Khan. Bomb just passively setting towards their steps. And they've got 3 there, maybe awaiting a CT push to go a little bit aggressively. And Mills calls that there's nothing in Fountain. And this is interesting. It's going to be a push up from the CTs, and Pendulum will land that first shot. What a stunner. It'll keep going. A second as well. That is not an easy shot to hit, and MDN is going to be lucky to get away with his life. And now Warren in the back lines. He's been here for quite some time. Scotty will have been heard. Oh, man. A lot of footsteps being heard. And Chu, he's going to walk right into the line of sights that Warren has. Flashbang doesn't go over Khan, and MDN will be dealt with as well. It'll be Chu to do it. The first round by Verum. Verum look to get things off to a hot start. They've got SMGs, and they want to farm up that extra bit of cash. Might be a meat grinder at the B tunnel as he spams through the smoke. Scotty won't catch out anyone. Warren already tagged down rather low, however, on the opposite end of connector. The nade will miss to blow open the door, and Pendulum will be hanging around for just a little bit longer now, swinging the door open. He walks back up Khan, and Lilo may have a timing onto this. They'll group up towards B, and now the hit will come through soon enough. Scotty's still very close to this smoke at the front side of Monster. Ajax grouped up with him, bodies on top of bodies. As they walk up through short, will anyone be ready to spot out the boost? And they're going to rotate back up to A. Mills has gone through, and he will at least find the first through the wall. It's Scotty who gets one as well. Interesting scenes. Ajax drops the bomb, nowhere near his teammates. MDN will lose that now to Ajax, who will just sit and hold on to it. Warren tucked into the corner of sandbags, boosts up his teammate. MJ actually might be good for a frag here. Pendulum's so very close to the smoke, and he will get hit with one bullet, but that isn't going to be enough. As he controls his spray, he'll find both players hid behind the obstruction ahead, and that will be a second for Verum. AK's in the hands of Russian Street Party, and Verum are going to be a little bit strapped for cash here to be buying back. They'll have an M4 in the hand of Mills, but if they were to lose out this round, their money may not be in the best place. We'll wait and see how things go. Pendulum once again in charge of connector with a smoke deployed deep. It'll be the nade to blow open the door, and he's got some time to wait. They'll be pushing above him, however, and the players at top of bathroom are unable to do anything about it. Isolated on the opposite end of long bathroom is Mills. He won't be able to support his comrade, his now fallen comrade, in his endeavor, and now he'll just have to make a long con mission to do something on his own. He is going around the long area, as jump spotting Chu will notice that nobody's pushed up towards them just yet. Mills does have free range onto the players in the back line here, and the bomb may be dropped all the way in T-spawn, but MDN, they'll catch him out instead. The timing doesn't work out in Mills' favor. It almost had mere seconds, and MJ spots Chu jumping across towards long. He's got no help, no utility from any friends to make his way forward. Spots the shoulder of Grahan. He's going to have to come up with a massive multi-frag here. He's going to need like 3 to make this a worthwhile round. He turns from the flashbang that hasn't even come yet, and it's Warren who adjusts his crosshair to get it done. Bomb will go down. MDN to do it, and all 5 alive for Russian Street Party. Not even a bullet taken, and now the winning streak of Verum has begun to crumble. It's Ajax and Scotty with just SMGs to save. Nothing of solid worth or value. It's just something that they can keep and hold on to. Is better than nothing. A FAMAS found as well. Maybe a little bit of an upgrade there. Ajax is going to be happy about that one, and they'll be able to buy into the next round now that they have 2 guns saved, but it's going to be a painful one. Pendulum will have a solid weapon. Scotty will be able to drop one that's well equipped as well as Ajax, and an M4 retrieved. That's more and more upgrades being found by the players on their fallback, and Ajax is good for 1 kill. He's traded. In the back, though, Scotty just dodges another player, and he does good damage onto the final, but isn't able to close it through. It'll be Russian Street Party with their first. And both weapons saved were kind of important to this buy. Being completely honest, it's an SMG for Chu, an MP5 SD, and the FAMAS for Ajax. Prioritizing utility as one should. Short control now taken by the 2 lesser weapons of the round, and that is a solid call. 2 players on the other end of connector, and if they decide to pop through with a good flashbang, that could be the end of days for both Chu and Ajax, but Graha and Warren don't have any ideas of doing that any day soon. They'll hang around, and they'll group up with their teammates at the top of the A-bomb site. Up through Khan, Mills and Pendulum are tasked with holding down A short as RSP make their way forward. As utility's been heard, Ajax is fully aware of the fact that there is nobody towards short just yet, and of all the util that's come over, Mills has a solid angle here. If he dodges a flashbang, that could be very painful scenes for RSP, but that smoke deep from Pendulum means that the T's now have to go through it if they want to fight into the site, and Mills has a solid position to counter that if they were to do so. It would be very, very painful for them to try it. FAMAS boosted over Khan, though. If they make their way back down, that's where things get dicey. Speaking of dice, Pendulum front dice now. He sees the utility raining over. Mills tucked into the corner just outside a divider, and he's got a couple of players ahead of him. Graha's able to find the first. Pendulum, half blind, shot on the side. MDN will be the one to open it up, and it'll be a 5v3 once again. Ajax does find a first with the FAMAS in the back. SMG from Chu. It's going to be a hard-labored spray, but he doesn't even take a bullet of damage from Warren there. And now Scotty maybe have a timing onto MDN through the side of jump up smoke. He decides to go a little bit farther back. Chu just making his way inches closer. And that's an awkward fight for MDN, and he'll lose it out. In the meantime, Chu has been dealt with, and 5 HP onto Scotty is a hopeless dream as he's going to fall away with the M4, another round to RSP, and maybe a hunt here? Oh, MJ. Let's see what you got. Trying to take the gun out of the hands of Scotty, who's in the center of the B-bomb site. Crosshairs turn, and MJ will actually lose that duel. Scotty gets an extra $300 saved into his pocket. Not going to be able to buy into the next, but it'll do him some good later on, especially keeping this weapon up and alive. 2-all. And a Russian Street Party could go for the AWP if they so please. I wouldn't, and they won't either. Fast shots all the way through Party sign, M4 retrieved, and the P250 will do good damage, and Chu will finish the job. He's already found 2 in the round. It's Pendulum who goes even farther forward, maybe to pick up one of those AKs, and he will. Ajax, if he pulls back as well, he'll be able to pick up a free rifle. That will be solid work already through the round with only the 1 gun saved. But no. He goes down through Khan, maybe trying to find a quick pick. He'll eventually go up and get that M4, I can only assume. No. He'll go for the information into T-spawn, where no one resides. Now in the lead are Russian Street Party as the bomb detonates. It's a nice save from the CTs, though, I must say. It's going to afford them a lot into this next round. A lot that they wouldn't have had without those couple of kills, and if they had gone any farther forward, they might have lost out. And this will be dangerous for RSP now that the economy of the CTs is alleviated thanks to 3 rifles that have been saved over. It'll be AKs, an M4, and a FAMAS with utility galore. Actually, an AUG. They maybe misbought. I think they misbought? Oh, yeah, they did misbuy. Talk about saving your economy, and they buy a FAMAS mistakenly. Shots ringing through at the bottom of the B-bomb site. Nothing connecting MDN so far back that they would have to hit a miraculous spray. Nobody's going to be there for it. Chu, though, sending one right back through Khan. And Warren is inching his way up. That Molotov keeps him at bay for just a moment, and now they'll be grouping up and sieging this top bathroom control that they so need. And there's no one here fighting for it. It's, once again, the A players who have fallen back. Pendulum and Mills now playing it passively once again. Last time they did this, it didn't work out so well for them. They both lost their lie without a single trade, so maybe it'll work out a little bit better this time around. They'll play it more grouped up, more together. With a minute left in the round, they're going to try and keep the T's at bay for as long as possible. Smoke a flash for Mills, and just a nade for Pendulum as he holds very aggressively up towards long. This may be an off angle they aren't expecting, and indeed they are, and it's the AWP who loses his life, and Pendulum goes in for more. It's the headshot onto MDN, maybe more to be found. It's a third! Pendulum winning out the round practically for them on that play. Kill outside of Khan, and MJ is all that stands between Verum and a solid round win. Pendulum maybe calling an overextension, but oh my, through the smoke goes Mills. It's actually Chu who's rotated up from the B-bomb side because he wants a little bit of the action, and that will be a third for Verum. And that is a interesting round to say the least at an advanced level, mind you. The aggression works out, and Pendulum, step by step, head by head. They have the AWP in the hands of Mills now at the A-bomb site where he can finally get his best work done, and it's just a couple of pistols and a scout for RSP, and only a Glock for Grahan, now switching to the Deagle just in time. With the bomb dropped outside of T-spawn towards B, it'll be MJ who tries to take this short B control. The nade blows open the connector door, and Mills is already hit with a Deag shot. Up towards the top of Party. Shots traded back. Maybe a nade onto the dome of Warren down to 29 now with no armor. That'll do it to you. Things go silent over it. Be very silent. As Scotty is tucked into the corner, dodging flashes. Ajax with his M4 against the railing re-smokes Monster Tunnel. They'll have this on lock for quite some time. But as I say that, a pick towards the A-bomb site has been found. Mills looks to alleviate that situation by finding one of his own, but is unable to connect. It's him who is now alone on that bomb site until he gets a rotation, which he will now. Scotty on the AK. He's going to have to pop some heads with Ajax here. Very solid positioning from Ajax. If he can find a couple here, he's going to spot the feet of at least one. Continuation spray doesn't connect onto the next. Scotty, though, will have to recover, and he can only do 1 for 1. The bomb site has been given to the side of Russian Street Party. A nade may be able to deny the plant. Ooh, and seeing as he has no armor, he's going down, and the bomb has been dropped in the side of the site. MDN. P250 in hand. Will now be able to retrieve the bomb and most likely plant it. AK picked up as well. And they haven't heard the plant. Both players now grouping up through CT, taking their sweet time. They will have been heard. AWP spotted first. MDN now knows the position of the final player. He's got full health on him. No armor, though. Aim punch is going to have to be a massive factor, and it will be. It'll be Chu to find a third in the round. AWP retrieved, and another round for Verum. Although it got dicey against just pistols, they'll manage to pull through at the end of it all. Even a kid as well. And he'll look to get as much as he can money-wise, because they're going to need it. They'll win out the round, and they'll be able to buy into the next pretty convincingly, but it will be Russian Street Party who are back onto the buy themselves, thanks to $800 from that bomb plant. Every time you get into that site and you put that little C4 down onto the ground successfully, even if you don't win the round, you'll get $800. Solid money in the pocket. Nothing going on towards B as of yet. Ooh, what a knife. What a beautiful knife. Love that pattern in connector, though. Pendulum's at the top. At the bottom below is Chu, and they've got solid vision onto pretty much everything that they could need. Chu has not a whole lot of worrying to do outside of short as his teammate jump spots for him. It's connector he's got to be spotting. I love this angle from Pendulum. I use this so often. Mills will find the first in the AWP. Hard to clear this angle from Pendulum, but he's going to miss the shots. Takes him down to 4, and he'll lose his head. A duel you can only take so many times. He taps away as the damage has been done, but the kills have been found, and it's not Verum to do it. 4 HP inside of the bathroom. MJ losing out to the AWP wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Smoke goes in his face. However, he's not going to be facing through. Or is he? Or is he? Oh, don't tell me. This would be monstrous. He does. He goes through, and Mills not at all ready for this. This is a play and a half. It's MJ who's opened up the A-bomb site. Chu is nowhere near, and the rotation is so far away. Smoke's denying vision everywhere, but a kill through the smoke means that MJ is going to be hitting himself in the head after finding that incredible opener pick. A boost maybe coming over the wall here would be a solid play to make for sure. Nobody in the site whatsoever. All have fallen back, and the thing is that there is 2 flashes and a smoke in the hands of Chu. They find their way in. First step. Fine and dandy. AWP misses its chance over at long. MDN, he's been hurt, and the last player left standing, Warren's got to tap through the smoke to try and deny the defusal, and it's going to be so much damage. A nade goes over as well. Lands right on the dome, but it won't be enough as the bomb will be defused through the smoke. It's a ninja for Scotty, a triple for Chu once again, and another round for Verum. Despite things seeming a little bit dicey there, it's a massive retake from the guys as MJ goes a little bit too far forward, making too many footsteps, and he's been caught through the smoke. It's going to open up the retake for Verum there, and that is no money left over for RSP in this round other than 1 AK forced up and some pistols and armor. It's going to be a rush into some bomb site. Not enough utility to do anything else. Nade goes deep. Ooh, con player just barely turning array at the wrong time as they fly up through short. Player on the bomb site has already been tagged down. Scotty. Inside of connector, another life has been lost. Chu spamming away as well. Oh my lord. AWP picked up off the corpse of Pendulum, and now they've got 2 guns to work with. Chu spams one down through the wood once more. He only has a clip and a half left, though, so not a whole lot he can do about that. They'll walk up short. Shadow seen. AWP actually is going to win out that fight, and while they have 2 more players grouped up here in a similar position that we've seen them in before, it's the shots that have to be hit. Ooh, Scotty getting scared now. Mills finds one at the top of connector, just under a minute left. First kill found on the trade, an unexpected position now, and Lilo already has 2 in the round. He has to plant sometime soon, though, and by his side, it's going to be the player swinging out from heaven. Mills doesn't hit the shot, but it's Lilo who finally goes down to Scotty. Fast round up A, smoke to the molly, and now Pendulum and Mills are going to have to fall back thanks to the utility put up by Russian Street Party. A nice little wall there, and they're going to be taking this pretty quickly. Not stopping this time around, as we had seen them take it a little bit more passively time and time before. Pendulum, this is going to be a hard position for him to make his way out of. He will find the first. Good damage onto the second with the transfer as well, but nothing complete. A 4v4. And the T's look to overwhelm now, maybe. It's Mills who's been dropped in long bathroom as well, and as they make their way back down through connector, the B players have rotated, all but Scotty. All but Scotty. Indecisive in where they'd like to go. They're just spotting if there are any aggressive CTs on any port of the map. MJ may be caught off by Chu trying to make his way down through connector, but no, it's a battle 1. And that information may be good enough to send them back to A, but no, they'll be committing. Scotty has an easy first kill, really easy. The bomb not even yet committed to the site, but now Graha has, and he'll be taken out by Ajax as he goes in for another. This is all falling apart for Russian Street Party. It's all on to Lilo, who's already found the first in the 1v2 clutch. A triple needed for Ajax in the round. AK switched out to reload from Ajax, and he's got to be a little bit more careful. Dancing around the side of the pillar. Oh my lord, it's so tantalizingly close for both players as the bomb's retrieved by Lilo with 15 seconds left. If he runs it back to the A bomb site, he won't have time. He knows he has to commit here, and it's going to be a hard one for him to do. He's going to tap it once. 9 seconds. Not on it. Ajax thinks better of it, and now he has to stick the plant. Lilo doesn't get off of it, and a spam from Ajax. AK picked up, and he's stuck in that position, and it's going to be the shot from Ajax that connects through the side of the wood. He will finish it off, and a little bit of BM before defusing the bomb, and he'll switch guns even back now. Getting a little bit more ammo here. Let me grab this one as well, maybe. Shoot him with the op once or twice. No? Oh. Boom. All right. Anyway. A 7th round for Verum. Very, very naughty, Ajax. Very, very naughty. Real? Mup? Real Mup? Am I reading that right? Is part of it cut off? Yeah, I can't really make it out. Lilo now towards Khan will throw a molly that doesn't quite hit where he might have liked, I can only assume, as they're fast out through B-Monster. However, they've done so much damage with the nades, and Scotty's caught off guard. SMG's in close range are going to have to get a couple of kills here, and they've only got the one. And in the back line, the Khan flank actually does pay off as Lilo drops Ajax, not looking in the right direction. Pendulum. FAMAS in hand, AWP of Mills now making his way through CT as well, but he may be held by MJ here. It's such a hard angle to clear, especially as a sniper, man. It may be free for MJ to take if he so pleases. And he will. Last duel out to be won by Lilo is actually Crosshair completely misplaced. Another player will drop to that, and the AK picked up, but poor timing. Low HP on the last two, and maybe he may have even been able to find a third, but Russian Street Party answer back. So many players up here at the front of Fountain. Grouped up, naded down. Pendulum is going to fall away just before they blow up in his face, and now they'll be making their way farther forward. Chu is already in an angle here to maybe find at least a cheeky dink or two, and up through Khan. Warren. Maybe some USPs to farm. Some free money. Pendulum first up at bat, head turn, and that's going to be easy for him. Easy does it. Another one up to his right, and Mills will be dropped. In the back lines, though, is true. His teammates will rotate back up, and he'll have at least the AWP player, maybe, tapping away, and that's a good kill. One and done. Not much more you can ask for. On the other end of the smoke is MDN, and if Ajax decides to go through it, he might be up for a battle he doesn't want to fight for, and Ajax, last man standing. Spams at MDN as he might, but it's going to be it. Is there no game audio this whole time and no one said anything? Why is that? I can't believe nobody said anything this whole time. Here, let me know if you can hear it now. Because I guess I only have one person who can hear. Shot found up top con. You can hear it now. Okay. Very interesting. No problem, no problem. I'm kind of shocked nobody said anything sooner, but a 1 versus 3 for Lila. We've seen it time and time again. I feel like he's constantly one of the last players alive in these clutch situations. Low the most, but Chu will swing through the side of divider with his teammate Mills to his right, and that's going to be a free kill for him. An 8th for Verum, now leading the half, no matter the result of these last 2 rounds here. But if the T side are to lose out this round, we may be looking at a 10-5. Interesting. I've actually not thrown my smoke like this. Oh, is it a little bit of a one-way, maybe? I need to see that. I can't see it. It's too late. So many fights happening. Find the right player. Scotty's found 3. I just wanted to see the smoke, man. That's not the right one. Lila, once again, one of the last few players here, and he'll lose his life to Mills, who just jumps up top fountain. He nails it. Straight through the dome. MJ, 1 versus 4. Hope and a prayer. Before we switch things over to the final round of the first half. Mills has a couple of players coming up his way, and Nate will do decent damage, but through the wood it'll be Chu to find another with the smoke. Almost a connection from Grubb. But no, it's Chu once again. So many free kills and just damage in general overall through the side of this wood as Ajax finds one over the top of the A site. MJ's head's been spotted, left side headshot. And he's all that stands for Russian Street Party now in round number 13, and that will be all she wrote. As 10-5 comes through, we switch things over. Ready soon to come in, and that is a very good half from Verum on their overpass CT side. They will now be on the attack where they can maybe set the pace, having made their momentum clearly known in their first half here. Not a whole lot else you could ask for from the boys themselves. Maybe the CT side of Russian Street Party will be a little bit more stable. Certainly having a difficult time of it. In their attempt of seizing the bomb sites, they had rarely found themselves into situations where they could clutch things out, and when they had lost it almost every time. Things will restart. here we go. The ready's coming through. More utility here for the T side of Verum than there was for the CT side currently of RSP. They've got a good number of players up here. They will not have been heard by Lilo, interestingly enough. Fully sprinting, but they'll have been heard now. Oh, man. A couple of shots available to him that maybe he can hit, but he's going to be run down. Lilo can't do anything about it, and they're going to spam him. Well, truly, Graha can't do anything either. Warren up next, and it's a massacre up the top of the A-bomb site. MJ, at least with the first solid USB headshot, maybe looking for more there, and that's bomb dropped. 2v3. They have to reclaim it, despite having the B-bomb site in its entirety. It's MDN and MJ as MDN finds the first and the second. As soon as I say something, everything falls to pieces. Pendulum's already made his way through B, no less, so they're already expecting the possibility that he could have made his way up through long. MJ holding for it. Oh, this is where things could go sour. Surely, Pendulum has been heard here for 7-8. That is an absolute travesty if you're Verum. 5v2. MDN and MJ run down the remaining T's, and they drop the bomb thanks to MJ's first couple of USP headshots. Quick and crisp. Shaking the hand, MDN there. I think he's got a little bit heated in that last one. He had to cool off, calm down. Time for the comeback. A lot of players seen it found. Raha's doing a good job of it, being caught between so many heads, and the bomb will be planted in the 2v2. Low HP for both of them. I don't expect them to pull this one out by any means. Flying out through lower CTs. The SMG nade goes over the head of MJ. Scotty is in between a rock and a hard place. Nice shot into the chest of Warren, but the round will be closed out. Graha, good job to find the double there.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Five AKs for Verum means that they'll have a much better shot at taking this one over the last couple. It's still 2 FAMASs for the side of the CTs, and very little utility as well. And already they've expended more than half of it. Cheeky little angle here from MDN, tucking himself in as close as he can. He surely will not be cleared if they decide to head this way in the first place. No control of connector whatsoever. Lilo jump spotting it. Sees no one in water, so they know that their B is at least safe for now. And there's a little bit of info now. One player in connector means a Condor being blown open. It really doesn't mean a whole lot, actually, if you think about it from the CT side. Kind of just a waste of a nade, in my opinion, but either way, Choose made his way all the way to sandbags, where Graha is soon enough to spot him. He's got a molly. He could try and force him out of position if he has an inkling that he's there, but it's going to be hard for him to even have such a thought. But now he does. Back up towards A. The jump spotting has seen at least one. A smoke out to front bath. Mills running up the long has been spotted by MJ as well, who's had solid control on the weapons that he's been using thus far. First a USP, and now he's tasked with M4. Almost connects onto the head of Scotty, who makes his way up. I'm literally just trying to find this one player, MJ, the one we want to see. Mills going inside of the smoke, or just around it at the very least. Mills may be ready to spot him. He's holding the angle. The player on the outside. Mills finds the first, the second as well. The headshots are clean. And no return on the CT side whatsoever. It'll be a shutdown from Verum. Just came to say hi. Bedtime. See ya. Welcome and goodbye. Thank you for stopping in, Ab. Can always count on seeing your name for an appearance at least once in a cast. Pendulum drops a fat nade, and it won't quite do as much as they may have hoped there. It almost does. Warren's already sprinting back by the time it makes its way forward. CTs have but one weapon in the hands of MJ, a hero in this round. As they've fully invested, their next is going to be a very difficult one to hold on to, as they have no loss bonus. However, they had no real choice. Lilo finds it first over at B short. No retrieval of the weapon yet. Warren, just around the side of the front bathroom smoke, may have an opportunity on the Pendulum, who's made footsteps here. Going up through the A-bomb site. Scotty's found one. Warren. Ooh, the timing. I'm not entirely sure about this. Mills, though, he's a pretty smart guy. Warren, smarter, though, as he takes the timing. Take the head clean off of Mills. 2v2. At that range, no siree. Lilo had already found the opener in the beginning of the round, but now he's tasked with finding two more with 32 health, no utility, and a need. He actually can see over that, but he doesn't really feel like it. He's like, I already killed one with an AK, maybe I can go grab it. Oh, maybe. Selling the save.
Bomb has been planted.
Smoke used by the T side at jump up, and now they only have to worry up about bank, which they are currently posted on. It's Ajax who turns his attention for a moment, and a moment is enough. Scotty closes out a 4K, though, as he is having a heater right now in overpass 22 and 7. Nothing Russian Street Party can do to stop them at the moment. In this round, it'll be no different. They've got barely any cash left over from these last couple of rounds to do anything about it. It's going to be one more save and then a buy, a formidable buy. You can only hope. In round number 21, but round number 20, sees Graha the one who falls victim to those early double nades towards Fountain. He's down to only 75. It's not really anything crazy having no body armor. He's lucky. The T's are just waiting to walk out into the B-bomb site as they're all grouped up towards their default positions, not having yet grabbed the party control that they may so pleased to have. Nades won't let them move a little bit farther forward. Lilo's got a flashbang, though, and he'll throw it now. Verum is barely blind, if not at all, and the AK will be retrieved after 2 kills. Scotty is the farm boy of the game thus far, though. He's already found 2. Lilo in towards CT. Chu, will you be caught off by this angle, though? I will expect that, my friend. A double ding from Lilo. Well put bullets, and he'll have an AK to maybe save.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh, a little bit of damage in the Lilo's side. He is being hunted by at least one, so he's still very hungry for this. He'll go through the smoke. And the T's don't really have money to be hunting. Like that, they'll have the bomb planted and 2 alive, one with the AWP. Move over, Mills, you fat man. Oh, don't do it.
Terrorists win.
A 12th for Verum, a 13th for Verum. Excuse me, I can't math. 12 plus 1 is in fact not 12. That AK saved over does mean quite a lot for the CTs. Their buy isn't going to be perfect, but it's a lot better than it would have been. Considerably better than it would have been. What? What? Can I get a replay? Run that one back real quick. Oh my gosh. That is just utter annihilation. I don't even know how to cast such a play. That double nade takes 2 players, not 1 but 2, and Warren is the only player left alive on his team in the first 20-25 seconds in the round. They just absolutely demolished that B-bomb site. They run it through, and there's 2 players here ready to take away the Warren as he finds 1 more kill. He's ready for Pendulum, actually. It might be good for it, but Pendulum walks around the corner and cleans his clock. A 14th for them, and money in the bin once again. RSP playing against overtime, really. That's what they have to hope for now. There's one nade. Oh my god, did the AWP just shoot the grenade? I think the AWP just connected with the grenade instead of the player, and that is just a catastrophe. How can you make this thing any worse? As Ajax is right there inside of Khan, he whips his crosshair back around, and then MJ goes in for more, a reload, and the bomb's been dropped outside of Monster towards short water, and Pendulum and Scotty are tapping to get back. Pendulum with the opener, AWP picked up and immediately dropped by MDN. I wouldn't be so hasty with this one, Pendulum, as there's a player just outside waiting for you. Player behind her, though, and close that he can take that duel and win it out with ease. AWP trained up towards heaven. 50 seconds. They've got time and utility to work with, so if they just smoke off heaven, they shouldn't have a problem, and there it is. Warren with a chance. As they walk through Monster Tunnel, they try and cut sound and make him think that they were just faking him out, and they went right back up through Khan, clearing everything out slowly but surely. A smoke onto the site, allowing Scotty to plant. Zoom may have been heard. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, to the left. Oh, the flip's not there, but the second shot is. Please, surely not. Pendulum has the angle already. Flashbang goes high, turn from the flash, however, and now he's made aware of the AWP tag down to 2, and Warren does it! Oh my. Oh my.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Painful scenes in the 2 versus 1. Warren clutches it out, and that is a round you should not be losing on any condition there, as Pendulum gives away his position entirely to the AWP and then just decides to jump and Glock him with a fully loaded AK that he could have spammed through the wall with just as easily and done the damage required for the kill. The Glock's a pea shooter. I'm sure he did 7 damage with that first shot. Warren goes for the Monster Peak. Chu just averting it, however, goes into short water, and now the control has been gained by the T side early on, not by the CTs in their fast play in the last, but just fast enough. Flash in the bathroom. Just misses the eye line of Lilo. Oh, man. Mills misses the timing on the shot. The AWP of Lilo still trained up in bathrooms, awaiting a walk push from any of the T's, which is not going to come his way. I'm not sure what they're going to be hearing. I'm sure Scotty has heard some form of footsteps there. And MJ missing his chance to drop the bomb spots. Pendulum, Mills nearby as he goes even farther forward. He's tagged up by the op. Solid shot. Good connection. Bomb able to be retrieved. The nade behind it. Not that peek there from Mills through the smoke with the AWP. Makes it a 3v2. 4v2. Bomb to be retrieved, 25 seconds left. Decent utility to work with even still, but Lilo has remained, and so A to B Warren will be smoked out, but he doesn't decide to go through. He's going to have to trust that Lilo does him well, but MDN's rotated, 12 seconds left. He's got to go back, and he will. And he has such a powerful angle making way into the bomb site. Not even any time to plant. Took a little bit of a screenshot there. And that's yet another for RSP. Faster and on. That one so low, and he'll be granted the kill as well. Warren wants through the top of Khan. A player has made his way around long. It's Mills with a deed. Oh man, this is dangerous. I can only assume Lila will get here in time to stop him from doing anything too cheeky. As he goes back down, though, Mills makes his way farther forward. 4v2. Scotty. Up at back. This is his first challenge. It's a swing and a miss. Once more, it's another player to fall before Mills' flank can even be remotely activated. Lilo now has to worry about it. And they're going to trade places. If he checks his left, that could be interesting, but no way. Lilo was maybe going for the knife there. It's a little greedy of him, but now another round for Verum where they have very little money. And we'll see how it goes. A lot of mollies towards the A-bomb site. AWP falls away. He's going to be run down. I can only assume his teammate already has. Warren gets around the corner finally and has some support, but oh my god, Scotty, what a phenomenal connection onto Lilo through the side of the wood there. Another gun to be picked up by the ETs. If they can manage it. I'm not sure if they can. It's kind of out there. The Glock does find connections onto Warren, though, who's been dinged. The issue is that the ops have such a difficult time dealing with players who are just running them down. Mills has such a solid angle to stop an op and a retake. Oh, MDN, that's a all-important shot. Round over if he loses that fight there, I think. And Chu has a flashbang that can be high. AVP's blinded. Kill found back. Tap onto the bomb, maybe onto the Warren, but 1 versus 1, top of dice. And Chu not able to connect the shots. Man, I don't think you continue to fight there, really. The bomb will be defused, and such a very good attempt from the boys of Verum. Double AWP setup almost comes back to bite them. Almost, but Warren finds 3 successfully. That kill onto Mills was so massive. 5 rifles now. 5 assault rifles from Verum. Try as they might. Mills constantly makes his way up through long here. He knows he must have some kind of read. He just sprints fully. No fear. Warren already holding the angle, now moves away to jump spot long possibly, which Mills has already made his way up through. Oh, you're gonna need to check long soon, man. Oh, Mills. Oh, Mills. No! Why? Pain. So many players still towards B. One with an SMG, however. We'll see how they get it done. They've got an off posted up. However, Lilo is not posted for the shot on to MDN. And he misses out that flick. Solid jump up there from Chu. 2 versus 3. CTs are closing it down at the moment. Verum can't seem to find that same success that they had so many times before. Verum going to invest into this one as well. They've got 3 AKs and 2 Galils. Good utility, but no head armor for Pendulum. Could be a problem with 2 of the weapons they're up against. Milo already ready on peak. Runs away, and Ajax could get a timing off of this. Could. A lot of map control given up by the CTs at this point, I have to say. And here they come, MJ. Smoke at his face will let him dance around it just a little bit longer, and there's a teammate with an AWP far back, Warren. So if MJ is dealing with that, light will be sent to the Nether Realm, and through the smoke, MJ goes right along with him. Warren now has a rotation from the other AWP, the dynamic duo of players here who seem to lock these rounds in. A lurk up to short B could be very effective from Chu, and it is! That's the locked out bomb site. There's nobody left. Graha. Oh, he does get to make his way back towards Graffiti, as a matter of fact. And even through water, MDN goes. He's waiting for him, but it doesn't matter. He'll be found through the wood planks. After a hasty spam, Graha does eventually bring it back to an equal scenario. Are trading things back and forth up until that point where Mills finds an astonishing double. Now, Warren into the clutch, 1v2. AWP in his hand, nailed at the top of Ajax. He does have a kit, a smoke, and a flash. Then making a kit and a flash. Galil picked up. He's going to tap onto the bomb. And tries to make his way around the side. It'll be Chu to make a 15th for Verum. They'll finally put things on the map and match point. And they have money to reinvest into this. But the CTs, well, they're going to go for their double op setup and not even remotely think about their teammates MDN and MJ, who are left scrapping for something. A pistol for MDN. A FAMAS for MJ with a singular smoke and an M4 in the hands of Graha at the very least. But if Verum lose this round out, there's no telling how far things can go because their money is in the bin as well, and they've already gotten within 3 of going to overtime from RSP. But we'll see how things pan out in round number 28. AWP number 1 peaks a little bit too wide. Lilo loses a couple of HP points and then able keep him from going any farther forward anytime soon. A flashbang for long, maybe. But no. MJ hits a singular bullet onto Mills. And Warren now begins to fall away. And this could be the AWP caught out. Moss turns around to support him. Pendulum's already found the first. A smoke in the hands of MJ. Poorly timed. A 5v3. Guns not able to be picked up. Pistol from MDN lost as well. The lurk is successful. It's going to be a trade back from Graha at the very least. The bomb site will be taken now in Lilo. Now crawls his way around the dice. As it's only Graha left standing for it with a solid attempt to come back from the boys, but it's going to be a victory at the end of it all. Ladies and gentlemen, that will be the end of the match tonight. It will be a victory in match number 9 for Verum. A well-played game from both sides towards the very end. There was a lot closer than I was anticipating it being, but at the end of it all, it will be Verum who come out on top. They will be your champions. Make sure to follow the Twitch chat here at the Twitch channel here, and we will see you in the next matchup. Thank you all for hanging around whatever time it may be, morning, noon, or night. I hope you all have a wonderful evening.